Students, so we are solving problems on shaft and keys. So we have covered already solid shaft. Okay, today we will be taking problems on hollow shaft. So we'll consider problems on hollow shaft. So these are the set of formulas we are using. So first we are finding what is torque transmitted by shaft, which is equal to 9.55 into 10 raised to 6 p divided by n. Then using that torque, so we are using torsion of circular strap based on strength. So we are solving all the problems on strength basis. Okay, so there are two categories in that. One is finding out solid shaft and for finding out hollow shaft. So how to find the diameter of solid shaft and how to find the diameter of hollow shaft. Okay, so that is outside diameter and inside diameter of an hollow shaft. How to find, we will just go on seeing. Okay, now we have covered all these type of problems on solid shaft. We have covered. So today in this class we will be taking hollow shaft. So we have taken already one or two problems on hollow shaft. As the probability of asking hollow shaft is more, we will consider another 2 or 3 problems on this, so that the procedure will be clear to you. Okay, so we'll directly go for hollow shaft. In that, always k value will be given. K is nothing but inside diameter by outside diameter. Okay, we'll take one problem on that, and then you will easily understand this problem. Okay, so this is the problem statement. Select the diameter of a shaft for a mild steel rotating at, this should be select the diameter of hollow shaft. Okay, hollow shaft. Okay, for a mild steel rotating at 200 rpm, transmitting 20 kilowatt. It is transmitting 20 kilowatt, that is the power. The maximum torque transmitted exceeds the mean torque by 25%. So this is the value it is given, 25% extra it is giving, that means 1.25 it is giving. The allowable shear stress may be taken as 42 megapascal. So that is the directly allowable stress is given, shear stress. Then K value is given. What is K? K is always inside diameter by outside diameter. Okay, now we will go on taking the given data. So first, what is given? N is given 200 rpm. Then power is given how much? 20 kilowatt. Always it should be taken in terms of kilowatt. Okay, then what else is given? The maximum torque T max should be 25%, exceeds the mean torque by 25%. That means you should take 1.25. See this value, 25 means 1.25, 30 means 1.30. Like that you need to consider. Okay, so now by taking those values, okay, 1.25, so then we will consider. So what else is given? Allowable shear stress, that is allowable, that is shear stress allowable is equal to 42 megapascal. You convert this mega into pascal. 42 into mega means 10 raised to 6. Pascal is nothing but Newton per meter square. See, everything has to be in terms of Newton per meter square. Now we will go on finding what is torque transmitted. Torque transmitted T is given by 9.55 into 10 raised to 6 p divided by n. This is there in equation 3.3a of page number 50. Okay, it is there. So we are using same formulas we are using and we are finding. So now we just substitute torque is equal to 9.55 into 10 raised to 6. P value is how much it is given? 20 is given. You have to take in terms of kilowatt. 20 only you have to consider. Divided by n. N is given how much? 200. RPM is given. So 200 you have to take. So you should not write assign it here. 200 you have to take. Okay, now when you find out this value, so torque comes out to be 955 into 10 raised to 3 Newton millimeter. Always you will get it in Newton millimeter. 955 into 10 raised to 3 Newton millimeter. Just divide it by 1000. So you will get torque as 955. Always you have to divide by 1000. So 955 Newton meter. Why we have divided by 1000 is to convert this Newton millimeter to Newton meter. So always in all the problems you have to divide it. Now you have to find out T max, that is maximum torque. When it is given T max, you should find that. So 1.25, because 25% is given, 1.25 you have to take. If it is given 30%, you have to take 1.30. So 1.25 times whatever you have found out, T value you should substitute. So when you find out 1.25 into T is how much? 955. Just substitute this 955. So you will get T max is equal to, when you just find out, so 1193.75 Newton meter you will get. So this is the value you will get, T max value. So after finding out T max value, next you need to find main step, that is to find diameter of shaft. For finding out diameter of shaft, you know this is an hollow shaft because it is given, K value is given, so it is an hollow shaft. For that, what is the formula? Toe allowable is equal to 16T. T, when it is T, directly when it is not given maximum. If maximum is given, you should take T max divided by pi d naught cube. Why d naught cube? Because it is an hollow shaft, into 1 divided by 1 minus K raised to 4. Now toe allowable is given how much? Shear stress allowable is given as here 42. So it is just substitute 42 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter square is equal to 16 into T max is how much? So T max is 1193.75 divided by pi value is 3.142 into d naught cube. You have to find, keep as it is, 1 divided by 1 minus K is given 0.5 raised to 4. So K is given as 0.5 raised to 0.5 is given, K value. Okay, here K we have not written. K is equal to 0.5. In your problem statement it is given, K is 0.5. So you need to take that value. So now after substituting, so this d naught will go here, 42 will come here. So d naught will go here, d naught cube, 16 into 1193.75 divided by 3.142 will keep as it is. D naught has gone here, this has come here. So 42 into 10 raised to 6. So we have just shifted that D naught and allowable shear stress. See, always it will go here and this will shift here. So if you are taking here, if you shift this, it will go here down, divided by down. Okay, now we want to shift this D naught, we will go here and 42 will come here into, so you just find out this value, 1 divided by, when you find out this value, so it will be 0.0625. Okay, now d naught cube is equal to 16 into 1193.75 divided by 3.142 into 42 into 10 raised to 6. See, this when you minus it, 1 minus 0.0623, you will get this one will multiply with this. Okay, this whole thing will multiply with this. So when you minus it, you will get 0.9375. 0.9375, and when you just solve this whole thing, you will get d naught cube is equal to 0.001544. will get. this value you are getting. Now take cube root. So d naught is equal to, this cube will come, when this 3 will come this side, it becomes cube root of 0.001544. So this will be the answer. Okay, this will be the value. Now you find out in your calculator cube root of 0.001544. You will get the answer as 0.05364 meter you are getting. So whatever answer you are getting in meter, okay, when you just take this value, you will get 0.0534. But you want it in millimeter. How to find it in millimeter? Just multiply 1000 here. So you will get 53.64 millimeter. Or so if you just take next fifth number, 55 mm. So this will be your d naught value. So d naught will be 55 mm. So this will be the value of outside diameter, that is d naught is equal to, so when you find out 55 mm you will get. So now you want one more thing, that is you want inside diameter also. Inside diameter di, okay, you want di also. You should find inside diameter di. For finding out that, k is given how much? 0.5, correct? 0.5. What is k? K is nothing but inside diameter by outside diameter is equal to, k we have written here is equal to 0.5. Now we want di, keep as it is. D naught is how much? You have found out now. It is 55 millimeter. So 55 you take is equal to 0.5. Now di is equal to, now what you have to do to find di? Just multiply 0.5 into 55. 0.5 will remain as it is into, see when it goes, when it shifts here, it becomes into. So 55 into 0.5. So you will get, so what is the di? So di you will get 27.5 millimeter. So this is the value of inside diameter. So outside diameter we have found out, that is coming to be 55 millimeter, and inside diameter we are finding it comes to be 27.5 millimeter. So this is how the procedure to solve the problem on hollow shaft. See, first you need to find what is the torque, then you have to multiply that torque into whatever 25% or 30% extra is given. If it is not given, you take directly. If it is given, just multiply that. So then using that T max, so multiply that, then after taking that value, just substitute in this value. So if it is solid shaft, you should consider only this. If it is hollow shaft, you should consider 1 divided by 1 minus k raised to 4. Now k value, go on substituting. So k value will be given. Whenever it is hollow shaft, always the value of k will be given. So what is k? K is nothing but it is inside diameter to the outside diameter. So after finding d naught, that is inside outside diameter, you can easily find inside diameter just by multiplying that k value into outside diameter. You will get what is the inside diameter. So with this problem we have found out, that is if a shaft is there like this, so it is having two diameters. One is, this is outside diameter of 55 mm, and this inside diameter of 27.5 mm. So this is the what is the inside diameter and outside diameter. If it is solid shaft, only you will have inside diameter. Only outside diameter. There will no hollow. Okay, space will not be there. So you will have only one diameter. Here you are having, because it is told hollow shaft. You are having two diameters. One is this is outside diameter. And if there is an hole here, throughout this section there is an hole of diameter, okay, 27.5 and 55. These are the two values of diameter you need to find. Okay, so just sit with the calculator, okay, and note down the problem and just try to solve on your own. Just try to operate calculator and see the data handbook and whatever formulas we are using. Just note those formulas and try to operate calculator and try to solve on your own. Okay, so in next part of our lecture we will take one more type of problem on hollow shaft. Okay, then we will go for next type of problems. Thank you.